for you guys. So I am here and I am going to be sharing 3 steps that you need to know to grow your online business. So if you guys are new here or you have never been in one of my lives, my name is Jade. I teach all things business over here, girl. So I'm giving it some time. I know YouTube takes a minute to send everybody the notifications. So I'm giving you guys a couple seconds to join into the live. Hey, everybody that's joining. How are y'all? Hey, everybody. I miss you guys so much. How are y'all? So let me make sure that I have my comments on so that I can see everybody chat. Hey girl, hey. So I want to make sure that I can see everybody. So I hope you guys are having a great Sunday so far. My Sunday is coming to an end. I live in the Eastern time zone. So it's like 10 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know what time it is where you guys are at, but hey y'all, hey. So I wanted to come on here really quick and tell you guys like 3 steps that you need to grow your business. Thank you so much. So I miss you guys on YouTube, but you guys know that I've been working on my course. I had some footage that I was going to upload, and honestly, it's pretty trash. I don't know if I like it as much. So I'm thinking about just trashing it and starting over. So it's like just a compilation of all kind of vlog footage that I had over the past month, but I really don't like any of it, so I don't know if it'll be posted. But wow, it's only 7:55 where you're at. Wow. Yeah. Totally different time zone. So all right, so I think we got enough people in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I wanted to break down the 3 steps that you needed to grow your business. So I don't know what kind of business you guys have, but just drop what type of business you have in the comments. Rather that's a lash brand, hair brand, accessory brand, lip gloss brand, whatever type of business you have, drop it in the chat right now. So the first step or step 1 would be a brand strategy. So you guys need to understand why you have the business that you have. I know sometimes people start businesses just because they want to start a business. They really don't understand why they have a business. They're just like, yep, I'm starting this business. But in order to be successful in having a business, you need to understand the why behind the business. So what are you going to do to make sure that you get those customers? How are you going to get those customers? Basically, how are you going to get people from point A to point B, and what does that look like? So with the brand strategy, you really need to determine why you are showing up and basically what type of pain points you are going to solve for your customers. So if you guys know what pain points are, put the letter A in the chat. If you don't know what pain points are, put the letter B in the chat, and I can go into details on what a pain point is. But basically, you want to make sure that you hitting the customer's pain points. You want to make sure that you are clear on who your target audience is. I feel like oftentimes when you start a business or when you start to post content about your business, you're kind of just posting. When you're in those beginning stages, you're just posting the post. You're like, I need content on my page. I need to make sure I, show up every day because I heard that showing up every day gets me sales. So then you're like, okay, let me show up. But if you're just showing up just to show up and you don't know who your target audience is, it can definitely hinder you when you are making your post. So someone put B in the chat. So a pain point basically is a problem that your customers are having, and you basically have the solution. So for an example, let's say that someone is having problems with itchy scalp, like their scalp is itching all the time and they just need something to combat those dandruffs. Or let's say someone has dark spots on their face, they are acne prone, and they are trying to reduce the appearance of dark spots. That is then where you come in as the e-commerce brand. You basically come in with a product that is going to solve that solution. So if you have a product that reduces dark spots, or you have a product that reduces the amount of dandruff, for someone that sells lashes, then you are basically selling products that are going to elongate their eyelashes. So maybe they have super short stubby lashes and they want longer lashes. That is the product that you sell that is going to, basically help them have longer lashes. So basically, hitting a pain point is just having a solution to the problem that your customers have. So let me scroll up and see what people said. They have natural skincare products. Yep. So that'll be like, you have skincare products to help combat their acne or their dry skin or their dark spots, whatever it may be. So I hope that solved pain points. So you have this product, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna put my product out there to the world. I took that leap of faith, I'm putting it out here, I invested all this money, now I need someone to buy. So then you're posting on social media, and then you're expecting people to just purchase just because you're posting on social media. But there's some type of disconnect, and that disconnect may be the target audience. So are you reaching the right amount of people? Who are you reaching? Who are you showing up for? Are you just showing up to show up, or are you saying, okay, this is the people that I'm looking for? I'm looking for people that have dark spots, that maybe they can't afford a dermatologist, and I'm hitting at this price point, which is maybe $20, selling this item for $20, and it's going to work for them. So those are the people that you are hitting. Now, in the brand strategy stage, you are going to create a buyer's persona. And a buyer's persona is basically a person that you would label as your ideal customer. So you know everything about this person, you know who this customer or who this person is, how they show up online, how much they're willing to pay, that type of thing. So let's say you have, like, for instance, one of my students, they call their buyer persona Bougie Brittany. So basically, Bougie Brittany is someone that is they're bougie, for one. They like luxury products, they like to travel, they like to hang out with their friends. Money really isn't an issue for them. They will spend more money on products. They're more willing to be an impulse buyer. And that is who she said that she wants to buy her products, because for her price point, people cannot be cheap. So if she is selling lashes at $18, someone that won't spend over $5 for lashes isn't her target audience. Hey girl. So someone that will only spend $5, they aren't her target audience. She's targeting people that are willing to spend $18. So you have to think on the back end, well, how do I know if someone's willing to spend $18? Well, what are some of the qualities that they have that says, okay, yeah, they're willing to spend $18, Do they like nice things? Are they into self-care routines or skincare routines? These are things that you need to consider, and you consider that in the brand strategy stage. So then you guys share this video with someone that you think that it could help. If you got some business besties, make sure you're sharing this with them so that they can gain this knowledge too, girl. Okay, so if you guys are still following me, put a 1 in the comments. Let me make sure I'm not losing anybody. You guys are here, right? We are still in the brand strategy stage. So at this point, you know what pain point you are solving. You know where your target audience is. You have created the brand persona. You know who your brand persona is. You're like, yep, it's that person. I know who they are. I'm ready to sell to them. Now it's time for you to determine how you are going to show up online. So then we are going to move into the brand identity stage. So in this brand identity stage, you're like, who am I? Like, I'm this brand. I sell lashes or I sell skincare, and now I need to sell it to somebody. Okay. Oh my God, Hero, please sit down. I need to sell this product to somebody. Okay. So this is the stage where you determine how you show up against your competition. So this is your competitive advantage or your value proposition. You're basically saying, how am I going to show up against my competition? So if you guys don't know what a value proposition is, put a B in the chat. If you do know what a value proposition is, put an A in the chat. Hey, Shantae. So I have one of my students joining that she's in here now. So you're trying to determine what your value proposition is going to be. So once you know what your value proposition is, you're now not afraid of the competition. You don't care who's selling what you're selling. Like I always hear people say, well, I can't sell that because so-and-so sell that, or I can't sell that because that's already an idea, or it's already a thing. And it's like, okay, have you been on the bread aisle? Have you guys seen that meme? It's like, have you been on the bread aisle? Like, there's so many people that sell bread, okay? So you got to figure out why your bread is the best bread. And this is where the competitive advantage come in. Okay, so I see a B. So your competitive advantage or your value proposition is basically what you do to beat the competition. What is that one thing within your products that you can stand on, that you say, no matter what happens, no matter what the price point is, no matter how many people sell what I sell, I do this better than them. Okay, so here are your options when it comes to picking your value proposition. The first one is benefits and features. So basically, what benefits and features do you offer that you feel like is lacking in the community or whatever community you are in? What is that thing that people aren't doing that you are doing? That's going to be your benefits or features. Then you have quality. How long can your product last? Does your product last longer than the competition? I know some people in here Shantae said, no, don't give them all the sauce. I gotta move because Hero is distracting me. But hold on, you guys, let me turn the light on. How is the quality of your product? If your product lasts longer than your competition, you can use the quality as your value proposition. The next is value. So how does your product align with your customers' moral and ethics? If your customer or your buyer persona is cruelty free, are you meeting that? Is your product cruelty free? That is going to be the value. So you have to determine what you are doing that's better than the competition. And to do that, you really have to know what you are selling. That's why that goes back to that why behind what you are selling. So you really have to know your products to be able to say, okay, I do this better than the competition, or the competition do this better than me. So Shantae said I can't be giving y'all all the sauce, but I'm gonna give you guys a key tip to help you determine what your value proposition should be. Now, the thing that you should do is that you should go and research your competition, and then you should research the reviews. So you're going to go look at the reviews. You're going to go and you're going to say, okay, this is what their customers are raving about, and this is what their customers are complaining about. What can I do as a new brand coming in the market, what can I do to solve the customer's issue? That's what you got to do. So you guys know that there are brands. Everybody have big brands that can be their competition that have been around for a really long time. For me, for instance, if I sell lashes, my big brand may be Lily Lashes. So then I need to go on Lily Lashes website and I need to see what people are complaining about, and I need to figure out how I can be their savior, and figure out how I can get them to come shop with me. Now, to do this, you don't go into people's comments and say, shop with me, buy my products, buy my products. What you do is you just stand out. If someone is complaining about 5-day shipping time and they're saying, oh my God, it took 5 days to get a tracking number, then it took me 5 days to get my order, I can come in and then say, well, I'm going to make sure that I get my products out within 2 days. So maybe me and Lily Lashes have the same price point, but I'm beating them because I'm showing up with faster shipping. So you don't have to meet all of those areas, but you pick an area and you dominate it, okay? If it's quality, if someone is saying like, dang, I really don't get that much use out of this product, it's a great product, it works well, the price point is fine, but I just feel like it runs out fast. You then come in and you come out with a product, same concept, but you put in a bigger bottle. And now you're one up on the competition. So now you have this amazing product. It's amazing. Y'all are neck and neck in the competition. They're like, dang, I don't know which product to choose. And then the one thing that they do, look at is the size. And maybe they have 4 fluid ounces and you have 6 fluid ounces, but y'all at the same price point. They're going to pick you. They are going to pick you. They're going to say, okay, if I'm going to spend $38 on this cleanser or $38 on this shampoo or whatever it may be, I might as well get the most bang for my buck. So I'm going to go with this company that has 6 ounces. So it's like, what is going to be that thing when you are neck and neck with your competition that's going to make them pick you? That is your competitive advantage. Also, if someone asks you today, who are you? Who is your brand? Why do I need to shop with you? Can you answer that question? Put an A in the comments if you can answer that question. Put a B in the comments if you cannot answer that question. So, if someone came up to you today, they said, who are you? What do you do? Can you answer that question or can you not answer that question? When you guys put it in the comments, I'm then going to elaborate more on what I mean. So, at this point, we are in the second step to growing your brand. You guys know what your brand strategy is, and now we are working in the brand identity phase. We are building up who we are and what we have to offer and how we are going to show up for our customers. So we no longer care about 10 people selling what I sell, okay? We no longer care if there are 10 million people selling what we sell. We don't care that so-and-so is getting all these sales, okay? We don't care about that now because we know why we show up and we know what our competitive advantage is. We know how we can beat them every single time. Okay, so I see a lot of A's. Shantae, you better have an A, okay? Yes. So you guys are telling me that you do know what you are going to say when someone asks you. So now let me ask you this. Do you have a tagline? And I say a tagline or a slogan. So if you have a tagline or a slogan, put 1. If you don't have a tagline or slogan, put 2. And this is going to help us understand what we need to say when customers ask us who you are or what you sell. So 1, if you do have a tagline. 2, if you don't have a tagline. So in this stage, we are like, yep, like I know who I am. Y'all talking cash money junk, okay? Y'all like, yeah, don't care. I don't care. I don't know. I get discouraged when people, look at me, or I don't get discouraged when people don't purchase from me. I don't get discouraged when I see other people winning because, I am who I am, and that this is what I sell, and this is how I show up, because you have that competitive advantage. Okay, so I see some ones and some twos. So if you don't know what a tagline is, a tagline is basically a sentence describing what you have to offer. So if your tagline is longer than a sentence, I'm gonna need you to go back to the drawing board and recreate the tagline. So for me, my tagline is lashes made with you in mind. Right then and there at that point, I'm able to tell people exactly what I sell and how I show up for them and why they need to buy my product. So this is my thank you card. And as you can see, it has my tagline on it, and it's lashes made with you in mind. So when you hear that, you automatically think, okay, this brand sells lashes and they sell lashes with me in mind. So what does that mean? That basically means that I sell lashes, but I have a multiple range of lashes for anybody that visit my site. So that's what lashes made with you in mind mean. So you have Nike, and their slogan or tagline is just do it. Literally, just do it. That's their tagline. They've been going by it for so long. It means what it says, to just like take a chance on yourself and just do it. And so then they create products around that. Just do it. Subway is eat fresh. Okay, you know that when you go to Subway, you're going to eat fresh, essentially. So what does that mean? That means that they provide products that allows you to eat healthier. And then now that you have a tagline, do you have a brand positioning statement? What is your brand statement that is going to basically take your tagline and put it into a paragraph? So at this point, you have a tagline. Do you need to take that tagline and put it into your brand position statement? Your brand position statement is what you're going to put on your About Me page, okay? If you have a website, you're going to have an About Me page, and this is what you're going to say. And you don't need a whole page for it. You can put it on a home page, but it's basically a paragraph that says, I sell this. This is how I'm going to show up for my customers, and this is why you need to shop with me. Then what you do from there is you take the tagline, the brand positioning statement, and you create an elevator pitch. Now, you guys may be like, what is an elevator pitch? An elevator pitch is a 30 to 60 second spiel about what you have to offer. So if you were in an elevator with someone and they said, so what do you do? And then they press the button to go to the next floor. You need to be able to explain what you do in a matter of seconds. Like, you need to be able to tell them. And then from that point, they will then let you know if they are interested, and then they will have those follow-up questions for you. So if you say, I sell lashes, they're going to be like, okay, everybody sell lashes. So you got to make sure that you're selling your product. I sell lashes made with you in mind that have over 25 wears. You can wear them over 25 times, and I have multiple styles to choose from. At that point, they then may have a follow-up question. They may say, okay, well, what kind of styles do you have? Or what type of lashes do you have? Do you have, mink lashes, faux mink lashes, synthetic lashes, that type of thing? Okay, then from there, it's your job to hook them. You already told them what you sell. They're interested. Now you got to hook them. Now you got to get the sale. Or now you got to get them and say, oh, okay, well, what's your Instagram? I'll follow you on Instagram. You're somehow getting a lead to basically push them to that next step. So I want to know from you guys, when you pick the colors for your brand, did you pick the colors because you like the colors, or did you pick the colors because you felt like they were good colors that represented your brand? So put a 1 in the chat if you picked the colors because they were your favorite colors, or you just like the colors. Put a 2 in the chat if you picked colors because you felt like they were colors that best represented your brand. because this is a part of the brand identity stage. I feel like a lot of people, they go to this stage first, and then they end up not being able to make sales or not be able to grow their business, because this is the stage that they started with. They didn't go to the drawing board first and say, okay, this is who I want to target. This is who I want to reach. So these are the colors that I need, and this is how I need my logo to look, and this is what I need my website to say, and this is my tagline. They start from the design, and then they have to backtrack, because now you created a brand solely off this design, but you didn't create a brand, or you didn't create a brand off of a brand strategy. Sorry, y'all, I be getting tongue tied. You didn't create a brand from the strategy. You created a brand off of how you wanted the product to look. So now everything that you do is based off your packaging, versus if you start with the brand strategy, everything that you do can now be from the strategy. So now you're targeting that target audience with these specific colors and, you know, the specific tagline and that type of thing, because you know who you want to target from jump. You're not just starting with the box and the lashes and then you say, okay, who do I want to target with these lashes? You know that from the brand strategy stage, okay? So let me see what I got in the chat. I got 2, so really good. That's good. I'm glad you guys picked colors that you felt like represented your brand versus colors that you felt like were just your favorite colors, because brand colors are very, very important. Brand colors set the mood for your products, okay? I'm gonna Shante said y'all getting this free game, so you might as well get in her class ASAP. No, for real. All right, so these are some lashes that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, okay? If I had these lashes in front of you and I said, I want you to pay $15 for these lashes, $15.99. You're like looking at this and you're like, okay, will I pay $15 for this? You tell me. Y'all tell me in the chat. Would you pay $15.99 for these lashes? You didn't know where I got them from. I just have them in my hand. Would you pay $15 for these lashes? Hey, Mashay. Because I wouldn't pay $15 for these lashes, but I just want to know if you would pay $15 for these lashes. Let me see if I can set them. I can't set them up, but these are what they look like. So I wouldn't pay $15 for these lashes. Now, if I was someone and I said, oh my God, my favorite color is pink. I just want to have a pink box. I just want it to be pink. And I created a brand and I said, just make me a pink box. You know, that's what I told my vendor. I said, just make me a pink box. I don't care how you make it, as long as it's pink, because my favorite color is pink. And then this is what they gave me. And then I put this on social media and I said, buy my lashes for $15. And then I hear nothing. I hear crickets. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is talking to me. Like, literally, I get no sales, no views on my website, no nothing. And I'm like, why aren't people buying from me? I created this brand. I have these lashes. The lashes may be great lashes, but this packaging is saying otherwise, okay? This packaging is saying cheap, okay? So that's why you want to create the brand strategy first and know who you are targeting, so that you can then reach the right people. Because this is giving me real $2, $3 lashes vibes. And I don't know who is thriving selling $2 and $3 lashes. So this is not what you want. God, I hit myself in the face. Okay, so then here's my packaging. Okay, so this is just the first step of my packaging, but you can see like this is the same concept. It's still a paper box, but it's giving you guys a totally different vibe, okay? So the colors that I picked were white and gold. And the reason why I picked white and gold is because white and gold associates with luxury. Usually when you see gold, it's somehow like held to a higher viewpoint, whether it's gold jewelry, gold clothing, anything gold just automatically says, pick me, I'm rich, I need it. So before, my colors were purple, gold, and white. Yeah. And I'll be the first one to admit that I really didn't. I did think about it, but I didn't think about it as hard as I should. I picked purple, gold, and white because that meant royalty. So I was in the right mindset, but white and gold definitely looks cleaner than purple, white, and gold. But if you guys have been an OG, then you know that my boxes were purple and gold. Okay, so then I put these lashes into this bag, and it creates an entire different experience versus just this box or just this box. So this box is like gold, white, and black, maybe. I don't know. I seen these lashes at the hair store and I had to get them because I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I seen them at the Dollar Tree and I had to get them because I really had to see what they were about. So that's what I do in my spare time. I just go see what everybody else has to offer. So anyway, so that created a different concept for you. So you say, I'll pay $15 for these versus these. Okay, so let me tell you guys another thing. I started out selling my lashes at like 8, 10, like it was leveled. It was tiered pricing, basically. I had $8 lashes, $10 lashes, and $12 lashes. And I was basing my price off the length. So I was like, okay, if they're longer, if they're more voluminous, they're going to be $12. If they are lightweight, or they're all lightweight, but if they were thinner, less volume, they were going to be $8. And then something just clicked in my head, and I was like, it doesn't matter if they are long, short, or thin, or thick. What matters is the quality. Did the quality change in the lashes because they were thinner? Nope. Did the quality change in the lashes because they were longer? Nope. Nothing changed. The quality is still the same no matter what style you get. So then, like, I was like, okay, no, we're doing one solid price. Now, again, I didn't learn that until I was, 2 years? Well, I'm going into year 3. So I didn't learn that until about a year and 6 months in my business. I was like, dang, like, okay, I'm just selling these lashes at different price points for no reason. So then I just did one solid price point. I did $10.99. I picked $10.99 because it sounded good. I was like, okay, somebody wanted to buy lashes, they will buy them at $10. That sounds like a fair price. I kind of looked at what the competition was doing and I said, yes, I'm going to do that. Now, mind you, I had to backtrack and go back into the brand identity stage. Now, I graduated in 2019 with my bachelor's degree in business administration, so I knew the concepts behind brand identity, brand strategy, that type of thing, but I didn't really apply it to my business until like my senior year, basically, when I was about to graduate. And I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. So then everything started to click for me. Okay, I kid you guys not. I did not go up on my prices until Black Friday weekend last year. So I took the same lashes in the same box and I started selling them at $15.99. The same lashes a year ago that were $8.99, I then flipped and started selling them for $15.99. And it increased my sales. I started to make more money. I started to make more profit. And the only thing that changed was that I shifted my mindset, okay? I didn't realize that I knew what my products were worth. People were raving about them. I rarely get bad reviews. I'm like, why am I selling myself short, selling them for $10.99? Like, I had to get clear on my offering. So then once I got clear on my offering, I switched the price to $15.99 and literally people buy them more now. I still have people that come back and still shop. Even if they purchased them at $8.99 when they were $8.99 to begin with, they still come back and they buy them at $15.99 because I have proven my point to them. I've proven my point to my returning customers, and I've proven a point to new customers. If I'm riding on the value of the product, I win every single time. So like I said, when you pick that value proposition, you stick to it. So my value proposition is quality. I let people know off rip, you can get 20 to 25 wears out of those lashes if you take care of them properly. Now, that's my value proposition. That's what I ride off of. Now, do it cost me more to get the lashes from my vendor? Yes, it costs me more because they are quality lashes. I'm not saying if your lashes cost less than mine, they're not quality, but I'm just saying the vendor that I've stuck with them because I have like I would say like 2% complaints, and the complaints is never on the quality of the lashes. It's more so like user error, where maybe they picked the wrong style because they didn't know how long the lashes were, that type of thing. But it's never people are saying like, oh my God, these lashes didn't last and I paid $15 for them. That is never the issue, because that is my value proposition. So you guys have to figure out what your value proposition is going to be, and you have to stand on it. Now, as you grow, as your business grow, it may change. Your value proposition may be this today. It may be quality today, and then tomorrow it may be price. So you have to figure out what are you doing that's better than the competition, and use that as your value proposition. And then also narrow down, your brand identity, and what that looks like. So what are going to be your brand colors? How are you going to relate those colors to your audience? You have to make sure that your social media site match your website. You have to make sure that that color scheme flows wherever your brand is shown at. So for instance, McDonald's, the golden arches, you know that this gold, red, and white. That doesn't change. A 2-year-old can identify McDonald's, okay? So you want the same things to happen with your brand. When people see your brand in different places, you want them to be like, oh yeah, that's that Lash brand Blink and Wink Meats, or oh yeah, that's that skincare line, blah blah blah. You want them to be able to associate your brand when they see it. So once you get brand identity down, the last step is brand marketing. So how are you going to show up online? You have this amazing brand, you have these amazing products, you know who you're targeting, you know what pain points you're hitting, you know your colors, you know all of that. Now it's time for you to show up online through marketing. And how are you going to do that? So to do that, that is where social media comes in. So now we're talking about social media and how that looks. So you will hear all kind of different recommendations on how often you should post, how many times you need to post, where you need to post that. There's so many different recommendations on social media, but you honestly have to do what works best for you. But what I will say is to make sure that you are posting at least once a day. So I seen this concept by Mahdi on Instagram. His name is Mahdi. He broke it down, and he was saying with Instagram content, you have different type of, like, you have people on the internet at different times of the day. So he recommends that you post 3 to 5 times a day. And before I was posting once a day, and I was like, I mean, I'm posting, like, that's what I was told to do, that's what I'm doing. So then he broke it down to where what if someone only gets on Instagram in the morning and you post at 7 o'clock at night? They're not going to see your post till the next day. Versus if you were posting 3 times a day, you can hit morning, afternoon, and night. Now, Instagram isn't in chronological order right now, so there's no telling when someone is going to see your post. So what you need to do is make sure that you are posting multiple times a day, so that you are at least showing up on someone's feed, somebody's feed. But when you post once a day, or you post 2 to 3 times a week, you're now not really showing up on anybody's feed, because you're not giving yourself enough chances to show up. So what I would recommend is that you guys get a scheduling app. Facebook now has like Facebook Business Suite, where you can schedule posts on Facebook and Instagram. So all you have to do is create the content, and then you're able to schedule it and post it. There are other apps as well, like Hootsuite, Planali. There's so many different ones out there. But the good thing about the Facebook one is that it'll post on your Facebook page and your Instagram page. You just have to set it up. Also, another thing that plays in the factor on social media is, sorry you guys, is hashtags. Hashtags are super important, because someone may have a problem and they don't know your brand yet. They don't know anything about your brand. They don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. And then they just type in hashtag lashes, or hashtag skincare, or hashtag purses, whatever they may type in. And then you've been using that hashtag so frequently that you show up the most. And then they click on your page, and then they're like, who is this? And now they're on your page. They are in the awareness stage of the sales funnel, and they're like, who is this? Let me see what they have to offer. So then You guys have did everything on the back end. You created that brand identity. You know who your target audience is. You know your brand strategy. You know how to hit their pain point, those type of things. And now they're like, yep, I do have that problem. Yep, I do have stubby lashes and I need lash extensions. Or, yep, I do have dry scalp and, I need products for my dry scalp, or whatever it may be. Like, yep, I do have dark spots. I need a product that can help heal my dark spots. And you are already producing that type of content because you know the type of content you need to be posting. So then they're like, oh, I really love this brand, I'm gonna follow them. So now they're in the first step of that sales funnel. Now that doesn't mean that they're gonna follow you today and purchase today, but you have gotten their attention because everything was laid out so perfectly for them. You had the right colors. Your Instagram page wasn't all over the place. You had your tagline up there so they knew what you had to sell. And then, boom, bada bam, you got them. Okay? They're a follower now. Now, this goes back to how often do you post? How often are you going to show up on their feed to make sure that they convert to your website? If you're posting 2 to 3 times a week, your competition that don't even have a product as great as you showing up every day, multiple times a day, they done snagged them. Because not only are they following you, K's Cosmetic, but they also went and followed Urban Skin RX, that now you guys both sell products that, cure dark spots. Urban Skin RX got a whole team that's posting 4 to 5 times a day. You're just you, and you're like, oh my God, I need to post on social media. Here's my one post for today. And so they're seeing them more, even though their products may not be better than yours. They may have a higher price point than you, but they go with Urban Skin RX because they're seeing Urban Skin RX more on their feed. So then they decided to take that leap and go to their website. So then they went to their website and they seen they had a bomb website. So they, subscribe to their email list. Now, Urban Skin RX is sending them those discounts, back to back, 10% off, 20% off, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. You still over here just posting once and twice a week because you crying because you're telling me you don't know what content to post. I don't know what content to post. I don't know what content to post. I don't know what to say. Urban Skin RX done got your customer. They done snagged your customer up. You had an ideal customer because they seen some type of value in your product, but because you are crying in the corner about not knowing what to post, you now don't have them anymore. They went with Urban Skin RX. Now they're telling all of their friends about Urban Skin RX just because you didn't show up on social media. So then you're like, okay, well, now I'm going to show up on social media because you done convinced me to, but what type of content do I need to post? So then you really have to discover the type of content you need to post. That is going to depend on what stage the buyers are in. So that's just some things to think about. Those are the 3 steps. So you got your brand strategy, which is basically who you are as a brand, how you are going to show up in the market. You're just entering the market. You're new, you're fresh. You're basically a freshman competing against seniors. So you need to make sure that you are like dominating the industry. Okay, so put a 1 in the chat if you guys like this lesson. Put a 1 in the chat if you learned something new today. So then you have step 2, which is your brand identity. Okay, you know who you are, you know who you are trying to target. Now, how are you going to do that with, your colors and your logos and, your website? How is that going to play a part in your brand strategy? And then lastly is your social media marketing. How are you going to make sure that you're showing up on social media? We live in a time where everybody have their phones in their hand. Everybody is, on their phones talking, daily. So then you got to figure out, as marketing goes, are you going to send an email? Or are you going to send a text? That type of thing. Okay, if you're trying to build your text list, how are you going to get people to even get on your text list? That goes back to the content. But you guys, I can go on and on and on and on about this. I'll have y'all here literally for hours, okay, talking about this concept. But if you guys have any questions for me, drop them in the comments and I'll answer them for y'all. So tonight was my last week with my current students that's enrolled in my Brand Like a Pro Accelerator. So they've been in my course for 11 weeks at this point. They have one more session, which is like a one-on-one session for me to just check in with them, make sure that everything is good. But yeah, it was a bittersweet night for me because that was my first group of students for my course. So I have a 12-week course. The course basically is like it goes brand strategy, brand identity, brand marketing. So each month we focus on a different topic, and each week you have an assignment that you do for one area. So basically, like, you have one week in the brand strategy, you are just basically determining who your target audience is. One week you're creating your brand strategy. One week in brand identity, you're working on your taglines, that type of thing. You're building your persona. So it's a really, really great course. Shantae is in the comments saying no because she is in my group of students right now. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop them for me so I can answer them. So the the next course session starts in April, and it's only like 10 students. 10 students, y'all cannot talk, and I work very closely with them. We have live chat, we have WhatsApp where they drop questions in WhatsApp and I answer them. We also have weekly calls where it's like Q&A sessions. That's once a week. And we basically go over what the lesson was, and then you have those like follow-up assignments basically that you do each week, so that I can make sure that you're applying the lesson each week. So yeah, I'm super excited. That's where I've been at. I've been teaching in my course. So if you guys haven't heard about my course or you're interested in my course, drop a 1. Open enrollment closes at the end of this month. So if you guys are considering joining, or you don't know if you want to join, I recommend that you get in because it's hot. Shantae can back me up that it is lit over there in the course, okay? So let me see what I got. Am I saying your name right, Kanani? I think I am. Girl, I'm from the South, and I will mess somebody's name up. So, all right, so yes, she's like, yes. I was like, where you at? Since then, I was like, you a teacher now? Yes, girl. I'm a whole coach out here now. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of posting on YouTube and things like that. I have some content that I haven't even shared yet. Like, it's just me vlogging from the past month. I hit some really great goals this month. Like, I hit $2,000 in sales on Friday. That was like chef kiss for me because that was my goal. So my goal for each month is $2,000. So yeah, I was. Oh, so I said it right, or am I? Did I say it right, or am I mispronouncing it? So yeah, so my goal each month was $2,000, and I was able to hit that. Yeah, last Friday. So super excited about that. I have vlog footage from like when I did my Valentine's Day shoot. I have so much old vlog footage that I don't know if the world would ever see because I just didn't like any of it. But I did get a new camera and things like that, so I'm able to pump out some good content for y'all. So yes, okay, so I have some ones in the chat. So I said it correctly. Ooh. Okay. I don't know if I can't get out of this live because I'm on YouTube, so I don't know how I can share the course information. What I'll do is I'll post it in the comments. So the course is $497, but before you be like, girl, what? How much is it? I do have a payment plan, and it's broken up into 4 payments, and the payments is every 2 weeks. So it's not something that you have to pay in full right off the bat, but I'm telling you, like, it's lit. We, even in the course, we like purchase different ebooks and stuff that we thought maybe could help, like, later on. And literally in the ebook, we be like, we already learned that. I already know that. Like, they already be knowing stuff that they didn't know, that they didn't think that they knew, but then they buy ebooks and stuff like that, and they're like, I already knew that. Jay taught me that. So you guys, it really is a great course. Like, I shook myself on that course. Like, I did that. So yeah, like thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for still rocking with me, even though I haven't been posting on here enough. I need to post on here more. If you guys have any questions for me, drop them down in the chat so I can answer them. Let me see if I can put the website. Let me see. I can't see how to do that. Can you type? Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I really don't know. Okay, basically, if you guys go to my Instagram, Told by Jade, same thing as my YouTube, in the description box is a link for the course. So if you if you go to Told by Jade on Instagram, the link is there for the course. And then if you have any questions or anything regarding the course, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm more than happy to answer it or give you more details on it. And also, y'all, the first lesson is free. Like the first lesson is free. So if you go and you click that link and you sign up, you're able to see the first lesson for free. Like, no, you don't have to enter your credit card information or none of that. It's just one free lesson to give you guys an idea of what the course is like. So that first lesson is an hour long. Watch it, view it. It's just like the same content that I produce on here. One thing about me is I don't hold back. When I'm giving free content on YouTube, stuff like that, I don't hold back. I don't say, oh, like they didn't pay for this, so they don't get to hear this information. Like, that's not what I do. I give you guys the information so that you can understand what I'm talking about in the course. So I don't hold back at all. So yeah, but that first lesson is free. If you go to my Instagram, Told by Jay, click the link, click Brand Like a Pro Accelerator. You can watch the first lesson free. And also, when I get off live, I'm going to put it in the comments as well. But yeah, you guys go watch that first lesson. Let me know what you think. And then if you think it's something that you want to do or something that you're interested in, then go ahead and save your seat so that I can see you guys in the second round of the Brand Like a Pro Accelerator. So you said, are you going to be going live? Anymore? Yeah, I'm gonna be going live. I just gotta get back going live. Shantae told me, oh dang, didn't work. Girl, she just don't want me to leave her. Like, my students are like boycotting me. They're like, you can't leave, you can't leave. So yes, they are boycotting me. So basically, yeah, go watch that free lesson. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, I didn't see any. Nobody dropped any, so I'm assuming you guys don't have any questions. But feel free to hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is the same name as my YouTube name, Told by Jade. Just shoot me a DM and I'll be happy to respond to you guys. But thank y'all so much. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Don't forget to write your goals down and crush them. And whatever you took from this lesson today, make sure you apply it in your business and see what changes you get. So I hope I helped. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm doing something like giving away something for free or adding some type of value to somebody's life once a week. Sundays are usually those days for me where I'm just like, yep, I'm adding value to this person's life today. No telling what it's gonna be. Sometimes I answer free questions on Instagram. Sometimes I do lives like this. Sometimes I do Instagram audits. Sometimes I just drop gems in my course group. It just depends, but I want to be adding value weekly in people's life, almost daily in people's life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.